Hey there and welcome. My name is Carlos Berditz, and in this video we are going to talk about how to get back to your hobby after a short or even a very long time that you are apart. So let's get to it. The first thing that you may think when going back to a hobby is, why have a hobby at all? I have a video already about it, I will link that, but to make it brief, already Harvard Business Review mentions that around 125 and 190 billion dollars per year are spent in burnout and other psychological problems that you may have about stress. And having a hobby may really help you with lowering that and delaying this kind of burnout feeling that you may have. There will clearly not be a one strategy fits all on this video, but I hope that I will provide you with some strategies that then you can mix, match and combine, that it may assist you to get back to your hobby. But the first thing that I want you to think about is why you left your old hobby in the first place, because this will really impact how you will face this challenge right on. If you are not with the right motivation, probably going back to the old hobby, it's not a bad thing. Perhaps you should really look forward to another and new hobby. So think about that. So if you decide that you should really get back to this hobby that you already had on and not start a new one, because some of the ideas of starting a new hobby that I mentioned in an old video of mine may fit also to going back to an old hobby, then one thing that probably will hit you is a slump in the beginning. Because you may think that going back to a hobby, you will just restart from where you stopped in the last time, but this is rarely the thing that happens. So I know that you will power through it. You have to put your ego aside and then try to power through with your own time. Because if you just compare with someone that never quit it won't be the same thing. So you need to be aware that you have a slump and you will have difficulties that you thought that you wouldn't have because you already did it once. Like, was it 1 month ago or 10 years ago? So think about that as well. Being aware of your own time, then respecting how you will face it is one thing. Another thing that is really important, in my opinion, is to have a routine. And there is also a writer, her name is Anne Lamott, in her book Bird by Bird. It mainly focuses on writing, but it's true to many of other hobbies, other creative hobbies mainly, is that having a routine will put you on a state of mind and will teach your brain to focus on that task in each day. So perhaps in the first day that you put a routine, you just stay there and stare at your computer, at your minis, or at your page, and nothing will go on. But when you build this routine, it will just teach your brain that it needs to turn on at that precise moment. And then you will make some achievements in the long run. I may have mentioned every day, but perhaps, and probably this is not the case for everyone. So try to reevaluate and think how the routine works best for you. Perhaps it was even the old routine that put you out of the hobby. Like you put some pressure in yourself to deliver something every day and you were not able because you have other obligations in life. or every week, and so on. So reevaluate how you face the hobby and how you can try to maintain it in the long run. It's not a sprint, it is really a marathon. As mentioned in another article from the Harvard Business Review, this one named Reawakening Your Passion for Work, some of the tips can be used for hobbies as well, and one of them is find a program. This program doesn't need to be a very strict thing, but there are a lot of organized play like escalation leagues from your friendly local store. You have Adventure League for RPGs. You have Friday Night Magic. You have, or maybe any hobbying group. But having this structure of someone that motivates you and supports you in difficult times may be the difference between just skipping the hobby at all or powering through a difficult time, a slump, and building on that in the long run. But bear in mind that you do not need a group. It can be one person, someone that helps you to commit, someone that never left the hobby and then can assist you right now, or someone that is looking forward to getting into the hobby and then the person motivates you as well to try and get back into the hobby. So it's a person that will help you to commit and that will motivate you in the long run. And maybe it's something not only for hobbies but for life in general, but having people that support you is really an important thing that we should look forward to. As I mentioned in another video with keeping hobbies, we have a really important social aspect in our lives, and hobbies can help with that. So look forward to it. And also, there is another one that is having a project. Find a project that is really important to you personally, and this will motivate you to get back into the hobby. And not only to get back into the hobby, it will also feed that mentality of having a very descriptive and focused goal. And it will help you because after you finish your first project, when getting back into the hobby, it will really help you to just power through and find another project and so on and so forth. So with these tips in mind, I hope that you can find some ideas to get back into your hobby and that it helps you with getting back into that, being that trading card games, RPGs, war games, board games, whatever. And if you like the video, like the damn video, share, subscribe, and comment if you left a hobby, if it was a long time ago, or if it was a short break, or anything like that. And if you got back into it, or really if you wanted to get back into it, it would be important as well. Someone can help you. So I hope that you liked it, and see ya!